Good afternoon. This is Brett Hayworth for Siouxland Public Media News. A Sioux City man who runs a media consulting firm has been picked as the Republican nominee for a special election next month for the vacated Iowa Senate District 1 position. Christopher Prosch was selected in a special nominating convention by the Woodbury County Republican Party Executive Committee at a Tuesday meeting in Sioux City. The party's release said Prosch understands the challenges facing hardworking Iowans. Quote, "We are confident that Christopher will be a strong advocate for economic growth in our state because he understands the negative impact government overreach and overregulation has had on our economy," unquote, the release said. Prosch is married and has 2 children. Another Republican who was considered by the delegates but did not win was Dan Bittinger, who is chairman of the Woodbury County Board of Supervisors. The special election will be on August 26th. It is needed because of the late June death of State Senator Rocky DeWitt. The Woodbury County Democratic Party nominating convention will be held at 6 p.m. Wednesday at the downtown Sioux City Library. Then the ballot will be set for next month. In other election news, a Democrat from Storm Lake is now running for Iowa's 4th congressional district seat after former Democratic candidate Ryan Melton dropped out in June. Ashley Wolf Turnabane announced her campaign on Tuesday, saying that she is ready to listen to the concerns of rank-and-file Iowans, not the special interests of billionaires.
There are so many issues I care about, and basically if an issue has an underdog, like with big ag versus family farms, you can bet I'll be supporting the underdog. I care about revitalizing our small towns so our families stay rooted here, and the issue I'm most passionate about is health care.
Wolf Turnabane is a stay-at-home mother of 2 children who has recently organized anti-Trump rallies. A decision is coming at the end of the month on whether new University of Northern Iowa students from 6 adjacent states bordering Iowa would pay the same in-state tuition rate as Iowa students. Back in May, UNI President Mark Nook told Siouxland Public Media News that proposal would soon be going to the Iowa Board of Regents for a final decision. It is a potential way to get the college enrollment more towards the 12,000 figure that had been the norm for decades, before declining the last few years below 10,000. What is called UNI's neighboring state rate would help students from Illinois, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, South Dakota, and Wisconsin access affordable education. In a Tuesday release, Nook said families taking advantage of UNI's neighboring state rate would save over $12,000 annually compared to paying traditional non-resident tuition. Anticipated tuition and fees for in-state students and new students from the 6 states bordering Iowa will be $12,200 for the 2025-26 academic year. Additionally, a special South Dakota panel has recommended a men's state prison in Sioux Falls at a maximum price tag of $650 million. Back in May, Governor Larry Roden asked a task force 3 questions. Does the state need a new men's penitentiary? If yes, what should be built? And where should it be built? After a long process, South Dakotans have answers to those questions. The Project Prison Reset Task Force on Tuesday recommended the state build a 1,500-bed men's prison in Sioux Falls for a maximum of $650 million at its final summer meeting Tuesday. The members decided that 1,200 beds is not enough. The task force set 2 possible locations near Sioux Falls. 4 locations had been considered over previous weeks, with Mitchell and Worthing, plus perhaps expanding at one of the 2 state prisons in Sioux Falls and Springfield. A special legislative session was originally scheduled for July 22nd and has been postponed. When lawmakers have that special session, rules say that a decision can only be reached by 2/3 affirmative votes in both South Dakota chambers. In related news, the state of Iowa is considering hiring a private company to provide health care services in prison. The Iowa Department of Corrections is issuing a request for proposals to explore privately run health services and replace the electronic health record system. The agency is looking for cost savings and solutions to challenges like staff shortages. For Siouxland Public Media News, I'm Brett Hayworth.